folks, BENTHELOONEY here. Of all the hated cartoons that have come out recently, Teen Titans Go has got to be one of the most hated. Since its premiere, fans of the original Titans show have never given Teen Titans Go the time of day. The show can't do anything right, and its sheer existence is enough to cause even the most hardcore of animation fans to see it as a declaration of war on their childhoods. Heck, even I've had my fun with the show in the past.
Meanwhile, Raven is playing with pony toys. Oh my god! I gave birth!
Ha ha. Oh, those were the days. Well, as I got older and did more research on the show, I started to think more about this topic. Sure, Teen Titans Go is nothing like the original cartoon. It's silly, stupid, loud, obnoxious, and possibly contributing to a new Bronze Age of Cartoon Network. But I must ask, is Teen Titans Go really that bad? I expected that. But come on folks, we're all adults. Well, most of us are. So why don't we take a different look at this cartoon and maybe hopefully see it in a whole new light. I'll admit, I had the idea of this cartoon when I first heard about it. The original Teen Titans cartoon is one of my favorite animated series. It was action-packed, funny, and contained a lot of dark and relatable storylines. We grew attached to the main characters as they represented the friends we had growing up. The jock, the goth girl, the bubbly girl, the joker, and the serious planner. We all know the infamous series finale that ended on a cliffhanger, which was never resolved. Whether the crew were done making episodes or Cartoon Network canceled the show isn't exactly known, but it was a tragic end to a beloved series. So, when word got out Cartoon Network was making a new Teen Titans show, bringing back the original cast, fans, including myself, got hyped. We felt we were finally going to get the closure that we waited so long for. But it turned out the show was going to be comedic and completely different in tone from the original. From that point, fans were adamant to the show. We didn't get what we wanted, and we were going to hate this show with every inch of our fibers. Sure, I watched a handful of episodes and decided the show wasn't worth my time. However, years later, I watched some episodes that happened to be airing on TV, and something weird happened. I laughed. I actually enjoyed myself. Teen Titans Go made me feel this way? Something fishy was going on here. Well, the more episodes I watched, the more I started to warm up to the show. And then I realized, the show really isn't as bad as I originally thought. A lot of people don't seem to share my mentality, as 4 years after the show's premiere, people are still using every opportunity to destroy it. Well, allow me to address all the common criticisms people have with this show, and offer my own points of view on them. The animation is horrible. Now that I graduate college and have a first-hand experience of how hard animation is, I gotta say, what is wrong with the animation in this show? It's stylized, it's colorful, it's well drawn, the characters move smoothly, and it's quite appealing. I don't get what's supposed to be so horrible about this animation. What, just because it's Flash, that means it's bad? A good majority of cartoons on TV are animated using Flash nowadays. Does that mean they're automatically bad? Is it because people are comparing it to the original cartoon so much? You're going to hear me say this a lot, but this cartoon is not meant to be like the original. Teen Titans Go is supposed to be spastic, cartoony, and humorous, so I think its animation style really matches its tone. So, the animation really isn't that bad. And to say that it is disrespectful to all the animators who break their fingers to make it come to life. What, you think you can just hit a make a cartoon button on a computer and it craps out a cartoon? Get on my level, son. The jokes are stupid. All of them? I mean, honestly, are all the jokes stupid? Okay, I know what you'll say. They made an episode where they said waffles over and over again. Okay, have you seen any other episode other than waffles? I'll admit, not every joke is comedic gold, but to say that every joke has little to no effort put into it is once again a harsh thing to say. I've gotten a good laugh out of plenty of jokes in this show. Humor is subjective, of course, but as long as the writers are trying to make people laugh, then I can admire their effort. I know, saying waffles over and over again isn't comedy, but the show has more going for it than that.
The characters are out of character.
Comic book characters are the modern-day mythological heroes. We've been told stories of Hercules, Sinbad, Jason, Hephaestus, Thor, Robin Hood, and King Arthur, just to name a few. These are characters that have been adapted in several forms of media. Now, the description of these characters are rather vague, as the stories of the heroes were more important than the heroes themselves. Comic book characters are a different story, but somewhat similar. These characters have also been adapted in several forms of media, and they've never been the same. Everybody who gets their hands on these characters offers their own interpretations on them. Superman is always strong, Batman is always smart, and the Flash is always fast. But every creator offers their own little spin on the characters, and offers a unique take on each of them. They might not all succeed, but it's great to see people trying something new with characters we love. Teen Titans Go is an example of that. Yes, Raven likes a pony cartoon. Yes, Robin is immature. And yes, Beast Boy takes his pranks a little too far sometimes. But that being said, they're just different interpretations of the characters. People might forget that a lot of fans of the original Teen Titans comics weren't really a fan of the 2003 Teen Titans cartoon. They felt the show was toned down for kids, and a lot of established traits of the characters weren't there. An example being Beast Boy being able to talk while he's in his animal form. Not to mention the omission of founding member Donna Troy from the series. No interpretation of characters like this are the definitive interpretation. Characters are going to change based on the medium they get put in. Teen Titans Go is just another interpretation of the characters. Is it good? Is it bad? That depends on who you talk to. Me? I welcome seeing characters I love in a different environment. Sure, they're in a comedy show now, but you know what? I don't care. 60s Adam West Batman show while also watching Batman the Animated Series around the same time. I never once questioned the difference between the two shows. I just wanted to watch Batman because I love Batman. I look at Teen Titans Go the same way. It's nice to have a comedic and cartoony version of something that's usually dark and action-packed. To hate it simply because it's different is going a little too far, in my opinion.
The writers are jackasses.
Alright, I can actually see where people are coming from with this point. It was clear from the start that the two developers of the show, Michael Jelenic and Aaron Horvath, didn't know much about the original series. That shot up a lot of red flags. But since Teen Titan Go continued to air and more episodes were made, they started to become more snappy with fans, flat out saying that the show is supposed to be stupid because it's made for kids. While I'm all for making media that speaks above kids' heads and challenges them to be more curious about serious subjects, the man has a point. Why should we as adults get so pissed off at this show? It's clear that this show is not made for us fans. So why do people continue to get mad at the fact the show that's not made for us isn't made for us? I think fans have been spoiled by cartoons like My Little Pony and Steven Universe, which are shows that have crew members who have good relationships with the viewers, and add elements into the shows that make us happy. Teen Titans Go just isn't that kind of show, folks. Now, people point to episodes like Let's Get Serious and The Return of Slade as examples of the writers flat out mocking fans and rubbing the fact that the show is for kids right in our faces. Well, forgive me for saying this, but we kinda deserved it. All the harsh reviews that were made telling the crew of the show that they're evil human beings for making this show, and insulting their work they put their heart and soul into was going to come back and bite us in the butt eventually. I think they were in full right to fire back. They're human beings too. They have work to do, and they do it. They're not going to take insults and harsh criticisms lying down. Maybe it's best to enjoy those episodes as satire. They make fun of the fact that some people take cartoons way too seriously, and the writers were just poking fun at that. Teen Titans Go is a cartoon that's meant to make kids laugh, and if it makes the kids happy, who cares what it does? That leads into the biggest and most recent criticism related to this show.
It airs too much. I want my Steven Universe.
Teen Titans Go is officially one of the most popular cartoons airing on TV right now. It's really popular with kids, which explains why it's lasted so long. However, because it's such a ratings hit, Cartoon Network exploits the hell out of it. It's become the Cartoon Network equivalent to SpongeBob, as over 50% of the Cartoon Network schedule is dedicated to Teen Titans Go. This is frustrating for fans of other Cartoon Network shows who feel that Teen Titans Go is blocking the rest of CN's programming from getting reruns. Well, unless you sit at home and watch Cartoon Network all day, I don't see why this is a problem. New episodes of your favorite cartoons are still airing. Heck, Cartoon Network just got done airing a month's worth of new Gumball episodes every weekday. Teen Titans Go didn't affect my enjoyment of that show at all. So, explain to me, why is Teen Titans Go airing too much a problem? I honestly want to know, because I don't see the issue. If new episodes of Steven Universe are taking a while to air, maybe that's because the show is on hiatus. That's not Teen Titans Go's fault. With all those points out of the way, I'd like to talk about why Teen Titans Go is warmed up to me. I just love seeing these characters again. Sure, it's not the same show, but that doesn't bother me anymore. I think bringing back the original cast helps a lot. If they like this show and have fun doing it, then I think the fans should as well. I also love how the show is exploring themes that the original didn't get the chance to showcase. I love that Beast Boy and Raven have a relationship. I always knew those two were perfect for each other. And I think it's cute how BB calls Ray Mama. Not all the episodes are perfect. Heck, the show itself isn't perfect. But for what it's trying to do, it definitely succeeds. The original Teen Titans had plenty of episodes that were lighter in tone and not meant to be taken seriously. Why can't we just look at this show in the same way? A spin-off show that exploits the more offbeat and comedic adventures starring the Titans. Look at it this way, folks. It's exposing kids to Teen Titans. They'll grow up with this show and soon discover the original Teen Titans series. They'll get to see the darker and more action-packed show that we grew up with, and hopefully love it as much as we did. It also opens the door for more Teen Titans products in the future. Who knows? Now, don't get me wrong, I can see why some people might not like this show. It's silly, it's stupid, it's for kids, so it's not for everybody. But if you're going to get your tampon bloody over the fact that this cartoon ruined your childhood, chances are you don't have much of a childhood left to ruin. Teen Titans Go is just alright by me. That'll do it for this video. What are your folks' thoughts on Teen Titans Go? Do you like it, hate it, or are you indifferent about it? How many of you want to skin me alive? Let me know in the comments below. Until next week, take it easy, fam.